Welcome to another NEBA Spotlight. Today, I am happy to present to you Lindsay. Lindsay, tell us about you. Tell us about the business.
Thank you, Greg. So today I thought I would talk a little bit about what I do because I am a social media manager, but I do things a little bit differently than most. So overall, my name is Lindsey White. My company is Magenta Strategies, and I really focus on simplifying social media so that you can turn your posts into actual sales. Because you don't need to be showing up all the time. You don't need to have viral videos. You don't need to be posting multiple times every single day. What you do need is a clear focus of how you're showing up, and the algorithms will work for you, and you will bring leads directly to your business. A little bit about me. This is me and my family. My husband and I have two kids. They are just finishing up. Next week will be the end of kindergarten and second grade. They are very lively, smart, crazy kids. But it is the reason that I started my business and went full time in my business so that I can do all the things with them, and also give them the life that they have because I have gotten so many clients from social media. I have grown my business to that point. So the mission, really, it is to make social media feel simple, strategic, and profitable because social media, there's so many people that I work with that have two out of the three of these, maybe even none of these. They're feeling overwhelmed by social media. They're showing up. Maybe they feel like their content is simple. Maybe they feel like their content is strategic, but nothing is turning a profit. And that's where I can come in through either coaching or hands-on social media management. And that's where I am a little bit different. When I started my business, I was just offering management services, and I was really I was really focused on that was the only way to help clients. After I worked with a couple solopreneurs who could only afford me for a few months, I realized that there was a big gap in the industry and solopreneurs needed a different kind of support. They weren't making sales on social media on their own, but also were not stable in business enough to hire a social media manager for a long enough period of time to bring them the revenue to continue that contract. That's where I really developed the coaching strategy where I can help clients dive into their own marketing and learn how to do things themselves. And so, whether it's management or coaching, it really all follows my Amplify cycle. I put this together a few years ago because I realized it just gives a very visual approach to how every single client, whether they work with me through management or work with me through coaching, has to follow. And it really goes through first assessing where you are and figuring out and gathering all the data and just getting that baseline. And then it's coming up with a plan. What parts of that baseline worked? What parts of that did not? Where are we starting from and where are we going to start going towards? Then creating the plan of intent and making sure that you know what direction to go in and you have that very, very, very clear plan of where to show up, how to show up, what you're going to say, all of that stuff. The next part is fulfillment and actually putting that plan into action. And the reason that this is a cycle is because it never ends. Social media changes, your business changes, maybe your ideal client changes, your packages change. No matter what it is, there are things either within or outside of your control that will change, and you need to continue to assess your marketing to make sure that it is continuing to work for you. Um, I do it with my own business, I do it with my clients. It is such an important part, but every single one of my clients goes through this cycle, and it is really the heart and soul of marketing on social media. So, like I said, I have two different ways that I work with clients. I have social media management where it's really tailored towards medium-sized businesses. They know the benefit of social media, but they either can't manage it themselves, they have somebody who's doing multiple jobs and trying to manage it, and they just don't want to hire a marketing department. That's where I can come in. I can take over their marketing, ensure that they're showing up on social media, educating their audience on what they do. I have a dermatologist client and I have a couple other clients in the medical field, and education on social media is so incredibly important to make those clients feel more comfortable to walk through the door. I have my clients tell me all the time that people are walking through that door saying that they saw the content and it made them reach out to make an appointment because we are just making people feel more at ease about some of the very scary things that you have to take care of when you want to take care of yourself. So, between medical industries, but really anything, it's really important to show up on social media and know what your audience needs to hear. And that's where I take that over for my clients. The other side of it is business coaching. And this is where I said it's targeted towards solopreneurs. Most of them are relying on referrals, spending their physical time showing up to events like this in these great groups. But because they are showing up from a point of pressure and not a point of helping, it doesn't give them the same results as if you showed up with ease and showed up for fun. And so I get to work with clients to not just show them how to show up on social media and get sales from that, but when they can get consistency and have that point of confidence and predictability in their business and in their sales, they can show up to networking events like this and know that they are getting a bonus. Like anything that comes from this is a bonus. And when you can show up like that, I can tell you 10 times out of 10, it is more enjoyable and you get more sales and you make more long-standing relationships. And that is what I love to see come from working with clients in the coaching aspect. So who I help really, I kind of covered that a little bit, but I work primarily with service-based business owners who are looking for stronger, more effective content. They know that they want social media to be their sales generating machine. Maybe they think they need engagement. Maybe they are ready for sales, whatever the case may be. I can help them get there. Whether they are a medium-sized business or they are a solopreneur, I can get them to their point that they are trying to make and get them consistent, predictable sales coming from social media so they feel more enjoyment in their business and less stress. Um, which I kind of just work towards. They can work towards clearer messaging, better consistency, stronger engagement, higher quality leads, and also more confidence in selling. That can be a huge thing for both the management clients I work with and the coaching clients. I see it on both ends. And as somebody who's been in business for 7 years, I get to give my expertise to those clients at the same time, giving them like a well-rounded experience. So I love to see all of that come from the clients that I work with. So just a quick final message for me is that when your messaging is clear, your content works harder for your business. Really and truly, social media should be simple. It should not be taking you hours each day. It should not be a stressful part of your week. The algorithm should not be something that you fear. It is actually a tool that is there to help you. And when you have the proper strategy, it can feel so easy and you can feel confident about the algorithm and honestly not even really think about it because you know that your content is doing what it needs to be. Um, Honestly, to put it simply, I edited this right before this meeting, but one way or another, I want to help you create content that reflects your brand, speaks to the right audience, and supports real business growth without making marketing feel complicated. So if you want social media to feel simple, if you want your marketing to feel like an easy part of your day, that's what I can help with. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. What's the best way for people to reach you?
You can reach directly to me on my website, magenta-strategies.com. Or I also have a Facebook group called Reaching Your Audience. That is, I share tons of information in there.